Okay, my YouTube friends, tonight we're going to do another 70s monster you probably never heard. That would be this guy, Darcy Beckles. Sure you heard of his cousin, Mr. Albert Beckles, and we'll touch base with him. But this is him in 77 at World Bodybuilding Championship in France at the time. And you could see he's a pretty massive dude. And he only came in second to Roy Cal. Both of them being from Barbados, incidentally. And in the 60s, it talks about in this text thing with the Caribbean, a lot of good bodybuilders came from the Caribbean. And actually, Darcy kind of owned the Caribbean meets. And in fact, later on, you'll see that they have, and I think they may still have it. There's a meet or bodybuilding contest that's named after him. There he is, and as it says, the Caribbean's top banana, and you can see he's a pretty big dude. His legs are good size. That picture doesn't show. I've seen there are better pictures we have in terms of being ripped, his legs. So this is talking about Darcy showing up at that Nimes International contest where he did very well. There's some pics again. We'll have some, I think, further down the line too. But Roy's a tough man to beat. And again, these are middleweights, so these guys are under 200 pounds. The other gentleman is from Czechoslovakia there that came in third. 32 years of age at this point. And Jerry's very big on him, apparently. And you'll see he does something about that towards the end of the thing. Now there's Cousin Al, and in fact, it goes on to describe in the article, which is penned by Joe, about Darcy, that Darcy's the one who talked him into going into professional bodybuilding because he said, "You have what it takes," and I know because it takes one to know one, right? Not talking about his different little bit of training routines that he does. Interesting, like mentions he doesn't squat. He does hack squats and leg extensions and leg curls, but he doesn't do regular barbell squats. He just feels it gives a better appearance and a better like sweep to his legs, and he does it good size and everything. Talks about life in Barbados, which is where he's from, and in fact, yeah, that's where Roy Callender's from. Then he moved to Canada, but that's where he was from. Yeah, here it says Darcy does leg extensions, leg curls, and hack squats. He doesn't do squats. It's down towards the bottom. And his legs actually look a little bit better in this picture. And it may be just because it's a color picture. It brings out a little bit more of the definition. You got good calves and long calves. Talking about Vince's gym, you know, Vince could be a real smart ass. And somebody asked him, what do I do for my short legs, narrow shoulders, and big waistline? And he says, take sleeping pills. But it's saying kind of more or less to say you either have it or you don't. And Darcy definitely had it. And I think this is a picture from back in the 60s when he was winning on. And he won some other titles, which Joe mentions in the article. And it says he looks taller than he really is. He's only 5'9". He teaches bodybuilding to boys and girls, and is hoping to have his own gym someday. I don't know if that ever came to fruition, but there was a meet again named after him eventually. There he is, and I'm not sure where that's from. I think that's one from one of the Mr. Barbados or one of those other Caribbean meets that he seemed to dominate back there in the late 60s and I guess early 70s too. Because he didn't come on the scene really with Joe until I guess at least the middle 70s. And it's saying that Darcy's been invited by Joe to train under his care. at the World Cup in '78. So he saw him in '77 at the Worlds and was impressed, obviously. And in fact, he ends up, and I don't know if this was Joe's doing or how it came about, but I did see in another article someplace Robbie Robinson actually was training with him. So, and we have, unfortunately, it'd be awesome if we had some training pictures or even a routine for, I mean, you can find them on Robbie, sure, but I'm talking about for Darcy. Um, and there he is again. This is the '78 one where obviously I think he came in third here. I think Platts won, and I think Darcy came in second or third there. Oh, there it is. Yeah, he did come in third. Yeah, that was the later one. This was the one that Joe had him train for with Robbie, and this is again I think one of the throwback ones where you can see his incredible back mass there. Definitely, and his legs look a little soft there, at least the back of his legs. So maybe one of the reasons why he wasn't taken first in these things. But there's another picture of him, and it says 23-inch difference between his chest and his waist. His waist was either like he was like 28, 29 inches, um, and it's hard to believe that he weighs under 200 pounds. So this is going back to that first one. Again, you can see where it says. Put the calendar and Scala triumphed in Nimes, I guess it is, France. But yeah, that was the first one, and there he is there. Look, I mean, he's freaking massive. His legs, like I said, is probably his weak point, but his upper body is ridiculous. Just look at his traps. His neck is big, um, and there he is again with taking second to Roy, and then the other gentleman from Czechoslovakia there, Stach or something like that, he took third. There's another shot. And, Roy's a tough man to beat. And again, he's another Barbados gentleman. And there's that last picture of the three just kind of holding hands before they get off when they get their trophies and stuff. There it is again, middleweight 198. Roy first, Darcy second, Peter Stock. I guess that's how you say it, of Czechoslovakia, and the rest of them. And there it is. This is again the later one, the next year one, where in Acapulco, where he loses to Platts. But again, put up a good fight there, and you can see he's got a heck of a physique. Now, this is the meet I was talking about, the Darcy Beckles Bodybuilding Invitational Classics, and etc. And then we'll have a picture of him actually presenting an award. And I think after that '78 contest, he may have just gone back to lower level stuff. He seems to have kind of dropped out of it. And Joe did say he was kind of in that mode where it was possible that he was going to give up bodybuilding and for other pursuits, and maybe that's exactly what happened. Obviously, not the end of the world, but interesting guy. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing. And I'm